Thanks, Randall. My name is Hunter Breese. I'm 18 years old, and I'm a recent grad from Paso Robles High School. I'm hoping that we can get Joel Peterson to step down. Randall mentioned I was at the school board meeting on Tuesday, and I was throwing the knives. I was tossing knives at Joel Peterson, and if you watch the video and you listen to me while I'm speaking, you can kind of look at him and you can see him put his head down. He's taking drinks of water. Those knives were hitting him, and I think they were hitting him hard. And I'm just going to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it until he finally says, you know what, I'm stepping down, that's it. And I'm gonna file my paperwork as soon as he does that, and I'm gonna run for his position, because what's going on at the district right now is absolutely ridiculous. Kenny just talked about a lot of the stuff. I didn't get to see any of that. He got all the behind the scenes stuff. I didn't know about much of that, but I know what goes on the surface, and I know what this board's gonna do, how woke they are, and I know the policies that they're gonna bring back into place once they get a little bit further into it. Kenny mentioned they're probably going to end up bringing back CRT. They're going to start teaching our kids CRT. They're gonna bring back a mask enforcement if that comes back in. They're gonna make a vaccine mandate. All this stuff's gonna start coming out pretty quick here unless we get this board back. A little bit about me, some of my background. Like I mentioned, I'm a recent graduate. My last year at the Paso Robles High School, I actually made national news twice. Once was the mask protest that we had at the high school. About 75 students and myself, we gathered and we protested the masks, and we ended up getting we did it on a Tuesday. The following Tuesday, masks were optional at Paso Robles High School. It was a huge win for the district. It was a huge win for students. And it was just a really great experience. It was a really amazing night at the school board in the boardroom. Frank was there. Frank voted on it, and he said, yes, we're getting rid of the masks. Once we found out that we were getting rid of the masks, it was the room was overfilled with joy. It was really amazing. The other time I was on national news, it was over a flag. There shouldn't have been a flag. I'm not going to go too much into detail because it's not that important, but that happened, and we ended up coming out on top of that, I think. And the teacher that kind of threatened us, she's gone, and we offered to sit down and talk to her. Still haven't heard from her. I'm still waiting for that phone call. Maybe if I get on the board, maybe she'll find out, and maybe she'll give me a call. Who knows? I don't know. It'd be really great. I'd love to talk to her. I'd love to know what was going through her mind that day. But back to kind of Joel Peterson and what's going on with that. We gathered signatures a couple weekends ago, and we actually got all the signatures that we need to get rid of Joel Peterson in just a couple of hours.
Wow.
Yeah, we gathered about 75 signatures in just a couple hours, and then we gathered another probably close to 50, another 75 maybe in another hour or two the following day. So, people aren't happy about what's going on with Joel Peterson. Walking door to door, talking to people in San Miguel and District 2, people have no idea what's going on. People had no clue that District 2 was even a district. People had no clue there was a school board race going on. People didn't even know who Joel Peterson was. People don't even know about what's going on at the high school, and some of their kids are going to the high school. It's a prime example. Kenny had mentioned people don't know what's going on. Parents don't know what's going on. And as far as I know, after talking to a couple board members, especially previous board members, at the time, board members didn't even know what was going on at the high school or any schools for that matter. So I plan, if I'm there, I plan on getting more parent involvement. I want the parents to know what's going on. I want them to know what's going on with their kids at that school, whatever school they're going to, whether it's whether their kids are in kindergarten or they're in 12th grade. I want the parents to know what's going on with their kids, and I want to know what's going on. If that means that, teachers have to send home an information packet once a week saying, hey, this is what's going on, in our class this week. Hey, that's what's going to need to happen, because the parents need to know what's going on. They need to know what the teachers are teaching, and the teachers need to be held to that. The teachers need to be held to whatever curriculum they're teaching. They don't need to go off and, veer off into some CRT, offspring, whatever it is, while they're teaching U.S. history. They don't need to be, going out of the curriculum at all. They need to stick to what they're supposed to be teaching. They need to stick to what the kids need to be learning. And they need to do it well. Kenny mentioned a lot of the statistics at the high school, at other schools. They're not there. The proficiency levels aren't there for the students. We need to get them back there. We need to get our students proficient in these subjects. I was there just in June. I graduated, like I mentioned. I have been there very recently. I know some of the issues that are going on at the high school specifically, and I feel that I have solutions to some things that could possibly be fixed if they need to be fixed, which they do. They need to be fixed. So I say I'm bringing sort of that young factor to the board. Lauren McCoy, when she was running her campaign, said that she's not an old white guy. That's what she said. She said, I'm not an old white guy. Well, I'm white, but I'm not old. So, I'm bringing that young factor, as I like to say. So that's just a couple of things I plan on doing if I get it. And the way we need to do it is we need more people at the school board meetings. We need people to get there. We need them to do maybe, all it takes is 15 minutes of research to figure out, hey, Joel Peterson, you can go back on agendas and figure out, hey, Joel Peterson voted to pay Chris Williams. I don't know if any of you guys know Chris Williams. He was the superintendent at Paso Robles High School just a couple years ago. And, he was caught up in a whole lot of corruption. Joel Peterson voted to pay Chris Williams $250,000 of a settlement. That's out of the district's pocket to pay Chris Williams to leave. They just wanted him to leave. They gave him $250. $250,000. Yeah, is that what I said? Sorry, $250,000 for a settlement. And they tried saying, oh, it was in his contract. It didn't say that in his contract anywhere. You can go, and it doesn't say that anywhere in the contract. All it takes is 15 minutes of research. And you can go to the school board meeting and you can say, Joel Peterson, you did this, this, and this. It's not okay. You need to step down. You have no business being on the school board anymore. He proved the last time he was out there. He can't do it. He has no business being on the school board. He can't run the board efficiently or responsibly. And I plan on going until Joel steps down, and I plan on doing what I can to get him gone. And I plan on bringing it out to the public and telling people that what he did when he was there before is not okay, and he's going to do it right again. He's going to do it again if we don't do anything. So if we can get more people to the school board meetings, they're every other Tuesday. It's coming up this next Tuesday. If we can get people there to speak during public comment and just say, Joel, you didn't get elected. You weren't appointed by the board. You weren't elected by a board. You were unlawfully appointed. You need to step down. You need to be elected the correct way. He violated every free and fair election requirement for state and federal law, all of it. He wasn't elected freely or fairly. He completely violates the state and federal constitution. And like I said, I plan on being there every board meeting. You can find me. I'll probably be in a cowboy hat, so I'll be easy to find. And you can come sit next to me. I'll sit next to you, and I'll do what I can. I'll help you out if you need help, whatever it is. And we'll have a big support system to go up there and talk to Joel Peterson, because I plan on doing it every time. I plan on talking to Joel every single time.
I'm going to go in front of you. I got to talk.